Hey everybody, it's time to get Fit DC, yeah!
Hi, I'm Michaela, and I am here with my lovely son, Theodore. We're coming to you from Vita Fitness, where we're gonna teach some family fitness today. Family workout. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Okay, are you guys ready at home? I know you're ready. So let's get started with a nice warm up. Come on and jog it out. It's always important to get the heart rate up. Doesn't matter how young or young at heart you are. As you're jogging, you want to get as many body parts moving as possible. And if you can't fully leave the floor in a jog, you always can march. Theodore, can you show me your sharpest march? Good, and you just want to be quick with your march, and that's how you get that heart rate up. Let's go back to jogging. Excellent. We're going to do something called a butt kicker. So you're going to turn to the side and you're going to tap, or kick back. If you need to do something low impact, you're just going to stand stationary and tap really, really quickly. Can you do that? Excellent. Let's go back to our light jog, Theodore. Okay, this round we're gonna do high knees. So you're gonna put your hands right in front of you, and I want you to tap your knees to your hands. Can you do this, Theodore? Good. Tapping your knees. Again, if you need to go more low impact, you're just gonna do this. Good, excellent. Okay, you know I love a good plank. You know that, right?
I know that.
Let's do a side plank this time. Theodore, bring your feet this way, feet that way. I want you to lean on your elbow, and I want you to pick your hips up. Can we reach up? Touch the ceiling. Good. All right, let's switch. Okay, flip over. We're gonna do a side plank on the other side. Excellent, come on down and come on up. Okay, Theodore are going to remain socially distanced because even though we're family, it's really important this time for us to be conscious of that. So Theodore is going to purposely stay over there and I'm gonna stay over here. We're gonna focus on trivia today. So the whole focus of this workout, this family workout, is for us to integrate physical activity with academic lessons and sessions. And of course, it has to be fun, right? That's probably the most important thing, correct?
Everyone have fun when you're doing this.
Exactly, right? So we're gonna set up an exercise. Theodore and I are gonna show you how to do that exercise, and then we're going to quiz each other on anything we wanna quiz each other on, okay?
Okay.
If we successfully answer the question, we can stop the exercise. If we do not answer the question correctly, we can choose to ask for another question or keep trying. But we still have to do the exercise. You got it, got it?
Got it.
So let's set up a push-up. I want you to, stay right there, and you can go a little further up, Theodore. So come on down onto your knees. Before you start, I want you to save your energy. Come on down to your knees like this. When you're setting up your push-up at home, I want you to set up square on your hands and knees like so. Okay? Good. Now, once you're on your hands and knees, I want you to take your hands slightly wider than your elbows. And what we're trying to see is that when you lower yourself, you have 90-degree angles right at your elbows. Excellent. Now, you can do your push-ups on your toes or on your knees. So, if you're gonna do them on your knees, you're just gonna walk your hands forward. Good. And if you're doing them on your toes, you're just gonna pick your hips up to about the line of your back. Okay, Theodore, we're just gonna go down and up. I'm gonna ask you a question and you'll answer it, and when you answer it, we'll stop. Let's start our push-ups starting now. Go for it. Okay, Theodore, can you tell me, keep going, can you tell me what country does a jaguar live in?
Brazil.
Brazil, jaguars do live in Brazil. You can come on up. See, it's as simple as that. Just know the answer. All right, Theodore, what exercise would you like to do next?
Let's do jumping jacks.
Jumping jacks is the exercise. You can either do our exercise or you can pick your own. Okay, so we're gonna start our jumping jacks and then you're gonna ask me a question. We're going to do that jumping jack until I get the answer right, or any answer right.
All right.
Okay, let's go. Let's face our friends at home. Let's go. Okay, go ahead and ask me a question.
What country
You can ask me any question.
Okay, so what So what country has people speaking Japanese?
What question do they speak Japanese? How about Japan?
Correct.
Or in Japanese, we say Nihon.
Nihon.
Did you know Mommy speaks Japanese?
No.
See, he learned something new. Okay, great. New exercise. How about a simple old front plank? You're just gonna come down. We're gonna make sure our hands are right underneath our shoulders. Our hips are level with our chest. Yep, and I want you to face that way, Theodore. Good, all right. So, my question, let me think. Keep your shoulders over. I can't think right now. I guess we're gonna have to hold this plank. Theodore, while I come up with a question. Now, parents, you know that I'm doing this on purpose, right? You can draw this out as long or as short as you want to. Okay, Theodore, I figured out a question. Can you tell me where the most poisonous snake lives? Theodore loves snakes, so I'm gonna just throw him a snake question.
The inland taipan. The inland taipan.
The inland taipan, and where does that snake live? Oh, did I snag you? Inland? Nope, that doesn't count. Now, I don't know the answer. I thought you would. Let's try another. Where's a country that a viper lives in?
A country that a viper lives in?
Any viper.
The puff adder is a viper that lives in Africa.
Okay, we can come up. So that, again, Theodore loves, you can stay over there. Good job, Air 5. Theodore loves snakes. I know that as his parent. So I am going to use this type of game to feed that to him and make this enjoyable. So he's loving talking about snakes. I'm loving that he's working out and we're working out together. And that's how we perpetuate this love for fitness, which is what we want to do. Okay? All right.
So the exercise is tube walking let's start tube walking.
Okay, tube walking, and what's the question?
The question is, what was the biggest snake that ever lived?
Now, okay, let's start tube walking.
That people know.
So we'll walk, you just follow me. Okay, so Theodore, I'm gonna admit, let's go back. I'm not as good at snake facts as you are. Maybe the viewers at home know that. But I'm gonna need another question. So we can continue.
All right.
Stay nice and low.
What's the most healthy exercise for the biceps?
Oh, he threw me a gift. I am a personal trainer, so he gave me a personal training question. Before I answer that, parents and children, I want you to sit nice and low, take your hips back, pull your shoulders back, and stay this low no matter where you're tube walking. All right, let's go. So Theodore asked me, what's the best exercise for your biceps? Now, there are so many good exercises for your biceps, but the one that I like the most is called a hammer curl. Okay? So that's the answer, and I'll just show it to you. So if you have weights or any household items like bottles of water or physical weights, we don't need to grab it. They can just use their imagination. You're gonna plug those elbows in, right? You're gonna take the weights to the side, right? Actually touching the side of the leg, keep the elbows tight, and pull the weight all the way up to the chest and the shoulder area. Okay, so that's a hammer curl, and that's one of my favorite exercises for the biceps. Theodore, that was a really great exercise choice and a really great question. I have to match that. Now I have to think of a good exercise and question too. All right, Theodore, how about we do frog jumps or squat jumps?
Frog jump.
Yep, it's the same thing. All right, so go ahead and start. Let me think of a question. Okay, now parents and students or children, if you need to go low impact with this, you can do a squat and a reach. Half parts a squat, half parts a reach. Keep going, Theodore. Okay, Theodore, here's my question. My question is, what are the 4 forces of flight? Keep going. 4 forces of flight.
Lift, thrust, drag, and gravity.
Ding, ding, ding. Say them one more time now that you've caught your breath a little.
Lift, thrust, drag, and gravity.
Yes. So Theodore was learning about flight. in school, and so I gave him something to test his knowledge of that. Simple as that. I think we have time for one more, Theodore. I'll let you, since you're so good at picking exercises and picking questions, I'll let you have the last go at it.
But I need to ask the question first on this one because it could help us with our exercise.
It could help us with, okay. So I want you to ask me and all of our friends at home, what is that question?
The question is, what is the best exercise for the calf muscle?
Oh, maybe we can do it and I'll answer it at the same time. How about that?
Good idea.
Okay, a really good exercise. Theodore, great questions. A great exercise for your calf muscles is called a calf raise. And I like this because you don't really need any equipment to do it. You can do this at home or you can add. So Theodore, let's face each other. You can stay there. You're going to lift up onto your tiptoes and then come down. Now, you might feel, are you feeling wobbly at the top, Theodore?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a normal feeling to feel like you're going to tip over. That's your body's way of telling you that you need to squeeze your abs and your glutes more, right? This is the center of our gravity, and this is how we stay stable and straight and balanced. So I want you to tighten up your stomach, tighten up your glutes, and I want you to do it at the top, come down. So this is a calf raise. Now, thank you for giving me the question first, but I feel like I cheated a little bit. So let's just do 20 calf raises, okay? Let's go super fast, starting now. One and two
and a three and a four and a five and a six and a seven and an eight and a nine.
Pause. Can you count down in Spanish? 10 is what?
Dos.
10.
10.
9
Nueve.
is 9, okay. Ocho.
Ocho. Let's see.
Siete. Seis. Cinco. Cuatro.
Tres.
Dos.
Uno.
Look, they can't all be simple and easy. We have to keep pushing these folks. Air hug, remember we're saying socially distance. I know you want to hug me, right?
Yeah,
I know. Air hug, and we will really hug when we can, okay? All right, well, Theodore, thank you for capping off a really awesome workout session. You really did great with that. Let's cool down, and then we'll say bye to our friends.
All right, but we still have
Yeah, we still have time. So Theodore is bringing a really, really good point. You can make this workout as long or as short as you need it to be. So if you only have a few minutes, then this is a 10-minute workout, right? If you have closer to 30 or 45, you can extend this game as long as you want, okay? That was a good observation. Let's cool down, okay? I want you to do this, Theodore. Bring your arms out to the side, and you're going to touch your right hand to your left toe, the other right hand.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Come back up, and then switch. Left hand. Excellent.
Oh, I know how to do this.
Yep. So we're gonna do it slow. Can we do it together? Look, come back up and touch, come back up. So cooling down is not so much about going fast. What we actually wanna do is slow down the heart rate, and we wanna slow down the muscle fibers that we were just using, right? So it's perfectly right to slow down, let your breath get back to normal. Good, all right. I want you to touch the floor space right, and we're stretching out the calves and the hamstrings because we worked those today, doing that tube walking and doing the calf raises. So it's important. You want to keep your legs straight. So Theodore, flatten your knees, and open up your legs, and just touch the floor without bending your knees. Perfect. You guys at home look great as well. Okay, we're gonna slowly roll up. We worked the biceps today, right? So let's do a little stretch. I want you to offer out your hands, and you're gonna gently pull on your fingers. This is a really good bicep stretch since we did some little hammer curls. We didn't really add weights, but we still worked it. Okay, switch. Awesome. You know how we always end this thing. Open up the chest. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a what, TJ?
A round of applause.
A round of applause, a pat on the back, or a brush of a shoulder. Again, this is Theodore. I'm Michaela, and thank you for finding your fit with Fit DC.